But we now have the lights on. It's 5 lights. And it's lights out, and away we go here in Hungary. We've got a good start, and there's Ciro Rosberg fishtailing a bit. Midget got a fantastic start, and he's up into second for the moment. Bigsy also got a great start. I wonder if there's a bit of lag there. I believe he was hosting this week, as we've got a lot of carnage going off there, with cars going everywhere. And we've got a poor exit out of turn 1, which has allowed Dizzy to force his way through. We're down into P7 here, but Finch has gone spinning, AOR right in there. But Oasis has also managed to go up higher inside. So we're back down into 7th. We're going to try and hang it round Dizzy's outside here, but we've run it off the track, so we can't really take that position. And Dizzy maintains it. And Oasis has gone absolutely spinning there into the wall. And unfortunately for him, out of the race, as we've got a stupid legal overtake on Dizzy, but doesn't matter because he's managed to get back past us as we head into the chicane here. As we've now got Sarah Hamilton very close behind us. We can't move over because we might put him in the wall. He's lagging a bit as we head down towards turn 1. I think he just managed to outbrake us. It was very close as we get on the power on the exit. And he's actually managed to outdrag us there, so maybe he's running a bit lower wings than me. So Mercedes 1-2 as we head into the pit lane at the end of lap 11. And Dizzy's come in on the same lap, so hopefully we don't get held in the pits. As Cyril Rosberg has already gone past us, as is Lucky Dog, who sets the fastest lap in the progress. So, and no, we've been held by a bit, but it's still a good stop. We didn't lose too much time, only a second. Hopefully that's enough to bring us out ahead of Coldhead. Indeed it is, but that could cost us a position on the track as we head now down out of the pit exit. And we're still in P4 for the moment, but as we can see, AOR Raikkonen or Finch has gone past us there, putting it into Rich Mix now as we pull. No, not quite alongside yet, but now we are, as they're actually option tyres, so that's why we couldn't really catch him earlier. He's taken them a long time into this race as we now move up into P3. We're dropping to 5th at the moment, behind Big C and Lucky Dog. But Big C has to pit again. I suspect Lucky Dog has to pit again. But we've got a very good exit, so maybe we're going to try running side by side through here. Indeed we do. This is very risky, but we can't quite get the move done. But we've gone for the switchback. Dizzy gets the fastest lap. Could this be an incredible move here, as we're going to try and hang it around the outside? And no, there's contact. We're spinning. We've kept it out of the barrier, but Lucky Dog has hit us there. And for some reason, I decided to wait here when it was clearly not my fault. I don't know why. But yeah, I've let him back through, which is a bit stupid of me, to be honest. We're going to go for a good exit out of the corner. He's parking the bus. He's so slow up the inside of turn 5, and we've hit him. And we're going to have to get the car spun back round. But we've hit the wall, and now Finch has gone past. And that time, that was my fault, because we're actually going to finish down in 5th place here behind Finch due to that spin, which is quite annoying. Hold them out to the end. Luckily Finch got a penalty, and as our penalty was removed, we did manage to claim 4. Hey guys, Seth from Moist 26 here, and welcome back to AOR, and we're here for the Belgian Grand Prix now. And after an average 4th place last time out in Hungary, we're here for my favourite track, Spa-Francorchamps. And as you can see, coming to start our qualifying lap, we're currently sitting in 3rd with a low 46, a 46.3, which is a reasonable lap, but I was hoping to get into the high 45s, and that's what I'm going to need if I'm going to be doing anything about Sierra Rosberg and Lucky Dog with Dizzy's absence now. But yeah, this track is one that I haven't had a lot of luck in the past. In my previous 2 races in the F1 League Season 2 and Season 3, I've retired on the last lap, so hopefully that doesn't happen again today, and we are able to bring home a good result. Obviously hoping for a podium without Dizzy as we come through the end of the first sector, and we're actually down by almost 2/10 on our previous best, so that's not a good start. And then we messed up Le Com as well just there, so we're going to have to absolutely nail the rest of the lap if we're going to be able to improve on our time. So coming through Rivage now, keeping it in 2nd gear and shifting up to 3rd on the exit. We took that reasonably well, and coming through No Name, we missed the apex a little bit, but it's still reasonable through there. Pull on, this is where a lot of time can be gained or lost, switching it down to 5th and then immediately back up to 6th just so we can get the nose in. And we took that reasonably well. I think that was a bit quicker than our previous lap. The Fagner chicane now, 3rd gear on the first right, and then up to 4th for the left, keeping it nicely between the track limits now as we head towards Stavlo 1 and Stavlo 2. Taking quite a lot of curb through there and on the exit curb, but we're actually 3/10 up through the middle sector, but we're 4/10 down on Sierra Rosberg, so unless we absolutely nail this last sector, I don't think we're going to have a chance of pole today, which is a bit unfortunate, but obviously I'm still relatively new to having no line, so I wasn't really expecting anything like that. So now then, coming through the bus stop chicane, we've actually taken that very well, especially the first part, and getting a reasonable exit as well, opening the DRS as we head straight to the line now, and it's a 46.1, and that did indeed get us third on the grid, but not really far behind Lucky Dog and Sierra Rosberg as well, so it's a bit of a shame that we couldn't be any quicker, and we've got Midget in 4th place behind us. So then, we're loading up to the race, and as you can see, it is sunny, which is good news because I haven't done any practice without the line in the rain, so I'll probably be absolutely blowing up everywhere if that was to occur. So then we're on the grid, and the game is going to tell us to do a 2-stop, which is exactly what we're going to do, but we're probably going to swap the option and prime stint around, as I always do. I'll probably say it in every video. But now we have the lights coming on, we've got 5 lights, and it's lights out, and away we go. Not such a laggy start for once. I think Sierra Rosberg got a slight delay as we head down towards turn 1, La Source, and Sierra Rosberg managed to defend his position ahead of me and Lucky Dog, and we are currently sitting in 3rd, but now we're coming up to Eau Rouge and the Kemmel Straight, and you're going to get the biggest slipstream ever. We've absolutely nailed Eau Rouge there as we head down towards the Kemmel Straight. We're in the slipstream of Sierra Rosberg. We're going to go 3 wide here, and we're going to take the lead here on lap 1 of the Belgian Grand Prix, and if we can hit the brakes nicely, which we do, sliding a bit wide to cut off Lucky Dog there, but we've got Sierra Rosberg coming back round the outside, so we're going to go side by side through Malmedy, just holding it, and we've been hit by Lucky Dog, and we're spun round here, and Midget has got collected in that as well, and now, after being in 1st, we're now down to last, but Midget has lost his wing there, or some of it, as has Lucky Dog. But that is so unfortunate for us, as we really did have a shot at a podium, possibly even a win here, but now we're going to have to fight extremely hard if we're going to get any good result as we go very wide there. I thought I may have had damage for a bit, but as we come through Pearl, we managed to get that hooked up reasonably nicely. Still running a bit wide, but it's due to it being lap 1. Lucky Dog has lost all of his wing now, and we're in 8th out of 10, and we're quite a long way behind Oasis, and we're now going to have a look at a replay of this. So Sierra Rosberg tries to go around the outside there. I give him just enough space, so nothing illegal there, and you need to watch in the right mirror. You should just about be able to see the Red Bull clip me as we head through Malmedy now. I have to lift off so I avoid going off the track, and there I get clipped. I mean, I'm not sure what Lucky Dog was really attempting to do there in terms of trying to get a move done through Malmedy when we were already 2 abreast, but now coming towards the end of lap 4, we've seen nothing for the past 3 laps, and we've got Oasis and Sarah Hamilton in the pit lane. But yeah, that was taken to the stewards by by Midget rather, and after a lot of deliberation, the stewards decided that there'd be no further action. So then now at the end of lap 5, we've caught up to AOR, and he's going in the pits, but we're going to stay out for another lap because we want to try and make the 2-stop work, and a couple of people might be going for a 3-stop. So we're currently up to 3rd place with Coldhead in front of us, who started on the primes, and Big C currently leading the race. So then, as we're on lap 6, we've now got Sierra Rosberg behind us. He's already made his stop, so this just shows how much time we've lost by having that crash on lap 1. I just pull out the way there. I know I'm not battling Sierra Rosberg, there's no point going to battle with him, so hopefully Sierra Rosberg appreciates me doing that, and he can now get on with his race, and I can get on with mine as we come through Stavelo. The tyres are really starting to wear, and you can see how far ahead Sierra Rosberg has already got, so I think I made the correct decision by pulling over. We didn't want another crash at this stage in the race. We're just trying to recover from the lap 1 spin, and hopefully we can manage to get into the top 5 then as we head through Blanchimont. As you can see, the tyres look reasonably worn on the right there, and we don't want to be doing any longer on those because then we could lose even more time and we'd be completely out of the running. So coming into the pits, we clout the wall a bit there as a few people have gone through as we now head into the pit lane. It's quite a short pit lane here at Spa because you cut the first corner, and it's just generally a short pit straight, as well as the fact that it's not a 37-mile-an-hour pit lane like the ones at Silverstone and Singapore, I believe, which are very long. and we're dropped once again down to 8th as AOR can manage to undercut us. But obviously that means we're going to have the fresher tyres at the end of the stint, assuming that we're both on prime tyres, or if he's on options, then we'll be able to drag out the tyres for a bit longer. So I expect we're going to be seeing another boring stint here with us not really managing to gain anything on anyone as we come up through Eau Rouge now. And as you can see there, Jeff is telling us that there's some light rain coming, so that is very interesting. So what we're going to have to do is, we have nothing to lose here, we're in 8, so what we're going to do is we come to lap 9, and there's already Oasis in the pits again for a second stop. So he's definitely going for a 3 stop, but what we're going to have to do here is, because we've got nothing to lose, as I said, we're in a net 8th, which is actually up to 6th now because Taylor has come into the pit. We're going to have to try and stay out to the rain as we break down into the bus stop chicane on lap 12, and Bigsy's going into the pits. This could bring us really back into play in terms of the race if the rain comes quickly enough. As you can see, it's starting to get a bit darker, but we really need it to be wet enough for intermediates on around lap 17 or 18. Anything after that and we're absolutely screwed, and our tyres are probably going to explode. But we're currently up into 3rd here with only AOR Raikkonen ahead of us, and I think Coldhead in the lead, who started on the prime, so he's trying to do the same strategy as me, except he's got 2 prime stints on at the moment. And as you can see, AOR Raikkonen comes into the pits at the end of that lap, and we're on lap 14 now, and as you can see, we actually managed to jump Sierra Rosberg, which proved that we were quicker through that stint and just what this race might have had to offer. But obviously Sierra Rosberg on the fresh, I assume that option tyres now, is probably going to blitz past us down the Camel Straight towards Le Combe. He doesn't seem to want the slipstream in towards Eau Rouge now as we head up it. We've still got all 10 runners in the race. I don't think we're going to bother with going defensive or anything. We'll just let him go through. There's no point in racing him once again. He would be quicker. I want to get on with my race, try and stick with him and not lose any time whilst battling and ruining my tyres in the process. So we dropped to 3rd, which is actually a net 3rd, because hopefully when the rain comes we can maintain this position. So now on lap 14, the rain is starting to come down a little bit, as you may be able to see on the screen, but we've now got Taylor in the Sauber behind us, and we're going to have to defend from him, because we want to actually keep this podium now, as the rain is starting to come down, and we won't have to keep our tyres for much longer, hopefully, as we break down into the bus stop. We've got Taylor up the inside though, and he chops us off there, and I didn't want to continue on the throttle. He does run a bit wide, so that was maybe a bit of a cheeky overtake from him there, but no harm done. He was on much fresher tyres. He's going to get past eventually anyway. Hopefully we'll be quick in the intermediate stint, as next up behind us is Cyril Hamilton, and as you can see on lap 15 coming into Pouhon, he is having a look. We're not going to be having any of that though, as we get that corner just about right, but he's actually hit us there, and we've run a bit wide, and once again he makes the move stick. But you can see a few spots on the screen now, so maybe soon it will be time for intermediate tyres as we head down to Rivage on lap 16, as the rain is once again intensifying. We lose the back end a bit there, as we've got Taylor and Cyril Hamilton ahead, and Cyril Hamilton's been spun out into the wall by Taylor, and thank you very much for that, Taylor. We'll take P4 back. I'm not sure what the penalty, I think Taylor actually got a quali ban for that, which was a bit harsh, but obviously it could have cost Cyril Hamilton a podium. We'll have to see as we get towards the end of the race. He's dropped back quite a lot actually as we now head into the Fagno chicane, and we will be thinking about pitting this lap. The spots of rain are increasing on the screen, but there still does appear to be a dry line as we absolutely lose it on the curb. Yep, great warning there, GG, good game. Yeah, we just touched the curb and lost the back end, and we did a great job to save that actually and avoid going into the wall, but now there's heaps of understeer, which could be due to having worn tyres as well, but I think we're going to jump the gun. We don't want to really take these tyres much longer, and we're going to come in for the intermediate tyres at the end of this lap. Hopefully it doesn't get wet enough for full wets in this race, as that could be a bit of a disaster as Cyril Rosberg carries on, but Taylor is coming in. We're going to follow him into the pits for a set of intermediates for only our second stop of the race then, as we now head into the pits. So yeah, this could be interesting. We haven't driven on intermediates at all without the line yet, as we've been held for Cyril Hamilton there, so that might cost us a bit of time to Taylor, which is going to be unfortunate, because I was planning on going after him to try and get this podium, which I do feel we deserve after being shafted on lap 1. We deserve to get back into a position which really represents our pace as we come out of the pit lane in P5, but that's because someone hasn't pit yet. I believe it's AOR Raikkonen. So then, Now we're in P4 on lap 18 because AOR has now come into the pits with Taylor ahead of us, and Coldhead is currently leading the race, but Taylor's going very slowly through Blanchimont, and what he told me after the race was his controller batteries died. So that's very unfortunate for him now, as we're up into P3 and the final podium position. But we're not going to be able to get any further up the road than that, because Sierra Rosberg and Coldhead are indeed a long way up the road. As now on lap 21, we're just struggling around, trying to keep this car on the road. It is getting quite heavy now as we run very wide through Stavlo there. It will be time for full wets in a couple of laps, but obviously there's no point in pitting now with just one lap to go, even though it is Spa and it's a long track, as AOR has unfortunately disconnected there. I think he was in for a 5th place as we run wide at Blanchimont and get a deserved warning. And Mighty Midget has been disqualified, so suddenly we've lost 2 runners in less than 2 corners, and we're down to 8 runners. So Midget won't get his points, but Finch or AOR will get his points because he disconnected. And now Taylor's been disqualified as well, so we're now down to 7 runners here in the Belgian Grand Prix as we head down towards La Source. You can see the rain on the screen, and hopefully we can hold on. We've got a reasonable gap to Sarah Hamilton, and we will ride on board then as we head towards Eau Rouge for the final time. Hopefully we don't bin it in the wall or anything. Yep, just a small lift through there, not quite fat at these heavy rain condition times as Taylor's left the session. Obviously quite angry at the fact that he's lost 4th place there as we now head down towards Le Com. Sliding a bit there, but it's still reasonably grippy, not quite getting the nose in for the second part as we head through Malmedy. But yeah, the conditions aren't too bad, but if you make a little mistake like you saw me through the Fagnes chicane on lap 16, you could easily spin off into a wall as we're heading through No Name now. Just need to keep the car on the track. We run a bit wide there, but we didn't gain any time. As you can see, we're now heading down to Pouhon. We're probably going to go in 5th gear. There's a yellow flag for some reason. As you can see, there's been an accident up ahead at the Fagnes chicane, but the host, Bigsy, has disconnected. And as you can see, there's down to 1 runner left in the race. We have disconnected here on the final lap, and it's just kicked us out. It sent us to the menu, which is absolutely ridiculous. I couldn't believe my luck. 3rd Spa league race, and we disconnect on the final lap once again. And unfortunately, the stewards decided that they didn't give me my points back, even though Cyril Hamilton, who was in 4th, said I should have had them back. So I got 7th place there in that Spa race, and completely robbed of what could have been, and that was any chance of me getting any good championship position over. So I'll see you next race for the Italian Grand Prix. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.